So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy is one of the most coveted English defenders at the moment, Ben Chilwell. Excellent carrying the ball forward and providing width down his favourite side. He does give options for wing play that can allow the wide players to cut in, but his interaction is coming on in leaps and bounds.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. So it's down to business here. Moreira. Pings in it. He's got full. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Vitinha, João Neves, and it's Mendes. Mbai. And Zaire Emery. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. And it's Marquinhos. And Zaire Emery, Vitinha, and it's Marquinhos. Now Beraldo, Nuno Mendes. Now it's Barcola. Now Beraldo. And it's Mendes. And Mendes. Vitinha. Now Beraldo. And it's Marquinhos. Mbai. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide. Now Beraldo, Vitinha, Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Barcola! And that would have been some goal.
Barcola certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Vitinha gets across to intercept that. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Mbai. Knocks it out wide. And it's Vitinha. Moreira was in no mood for any of that. Now he's off and running. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Chilwell has it out wide and in space. Big header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Vitinha. Now Beraldo. Quarter of an hour played. Vitinha. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Godot. And here's Doué. That's a good ball out wide. Out to the right. Looking to play him in. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Kvaratskhelia. And it's Vitinha. Zaire Emery. And Marquinhos. Vitinha. Now Beraldo. And it's Neves. Little pass back to Marquinhos. Zaire Emery. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Ball swung in. Yeah, he's dealt with that well. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Neves. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Godot. And it's Chilwell. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Quick look, then diving header! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift?
That has not gone well. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Vitinha. Barcola. Now João Neves. Vitinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Moreira. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's a goal kick. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Doué. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Mendes. Vitinha. It's a promising position. Smoothly does it. That's a sharp pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Marquinhos. Distributed tidily. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played out wide. Zaire Emery. And he's whipped it across. And that's the keeper's ball. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pinches it off him. Spread out to the left. Godot.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strasbourg are looking to break at pace. Beraldo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbai. Nicely spread. Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. And it's Zaire Emery. Beraldo. And Mendes. Beraldo. Mbai. Backward it goes. He's gone for goal! He's delivered all right!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Paris Saint-Germain carrying a one-goal lead. Marquinhos. Now Beraldo. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. Now Beraldo. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. And it's Zaire Emery. Beraldo. And it's Neves. Marquinhos. And it's Zaire Emery. Here's Vitinha. And it's Zaire Emery. And Marquinhos. Beraldo. And it's Mendes. Now João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Barcola. Mbai. And it's Zaire Emery. And it's Marquinhos. And it's Zaire Emery. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Here's Vitinha. Beraldo. And he's let fly! Moreira. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Barcola. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Cross into the box. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vitinha tries to pass it through. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Not the most accurate pass. Mendes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Doué. And here's Kvaratskhelia. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Over to the left. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's nice. Shoots! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Kvaratskhelia has created one goal already. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Threads one in. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Nuno Mendes. Now Barcola. And it's Neves. And it's Mendes. Vitinha. Now João Neves. And he's forced to go back. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Neves. Barcola. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance here to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Beraldo. João Neves. Now Beraldo. Marquinhos. And it's Zaire Emery. Mbaye. It's a really well-measured ball. To Marquinhos. And it's Vitinha. Now Beraldo. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he's chosen to go back. Mbaye. Strasbourg keep calm in the face of danger. Moreira played out to the left flank. Zaire Emery makes the interception. Here's Vitinha. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Marquinhos. Now Beraldo. Barcola. João Neves. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbaye. Shifted into the flank. And he's on a charge. Great vision. Oh, that's superb. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
76 minutes de jeu par le numéro 14.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
It's a mighty effort! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Changement. Le numéro 9. À sa
So the
place.
manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Marquinhos. And it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbaye. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Marquinhos. Safonov. And it's Mendes. Now Barcola. That's the throw. Paris Saint-Germain have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Vitinha. Mayulu. Mayulu. Now it's Doué. Lee Kang in. Zaire Emery. And it's Vitinha. Out towards the flank. And it's Mayulu. Nice control. Here's Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. And he's picked it up out wide. Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Changement. Le numéro 7. Pour le
There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. He scores! With so little time left, grandstand finish. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Strasbourg give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Very much into the last knockings. Vitinha. And it's Mayulu. Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. And Mendes.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Nuno Mendes. He has found the way through. Chance to deliver. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nuno Mendes. Barcola. Mayulu. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Vitinha taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of reality strikes.